All right, guys, 6-7 first example. We are going to do solving a percent equation. So in this one, you're given the percent and you're either finding the part or the whole, okay? So let's do this together. So we're answering the question, what is 85% of 62? All right, so what part, so how much is 85% of 62, okay? So first things first, we're going to write an equation, and whenever you write these equations, you have to write the percent as a decimal. We've gone over that. You should, kind of be in the rhythm of it now. We're still doing a little bit more practice, so it's okay if you don't get it right away. But make sure you always write the percent as a decimal with this, okay? So the equation that we're going to be using is n equals the percent. So part equals percent times the whole, just like we talked about with that box. I hope you wrote that underneath your box. So our part equals, and 85% as a fraction is, like I said, yell it out. This is the one time I'm going to encourage you to yell out besides in volleyball practice. Okay? So hopefully you got 0.85 or 0.85. It's better to do 0.85 though. Times our 62. So our part equals our percentage times our whole. Okay? Then we're going to simplify. So in this case, we don't have to balance anything. We can just kind of go through it. So take your calculators, take your scratch paper, take whatever you're using. All right? And tell me what 0.85 times 62 is. Like I said, pause the video because I'm not going to wait here like 2 minutes. However long you can take, however long you need to take. That's the beauty of videos, right? But pause the video if you need to, and then I will put the answer up there to make sure you're correct. All right, so what you should have gotten, hopefully we did, really hope we did, fingers crossed, is 52.7. Okay, so again, when you multiply 0.85 times 62, you should have gotten 52.7. All right? And so then let's finish our statement. 85% of 62 is 52.7. Okay? Not too crazy, right? All right, so your practice problems are right here. They're also on your paper. I will say it again. I'll say it in every video, every practice video. Make sure you, 1, hopefully we know it, pause the video. 2, don't cheat yourself. Actually do the work. Don't just wait for the answer, okay? So take however long you need, answer the practice problems, pause it, and then we'll get into it. All right, so hopefully we paused it. All right, so setting up these problems, 0.96 is what percent of 10? All right, so this time we are finding the percent. Okay, so remember, our overall equation is percent times whole equals part. So we don't know the percent, so we have n, I'm going to use that as our percent, times the whole, which is 10, because they're asking 96% is what percent of 10, equals 0.96. So in this case, you should know to balance the equation. I'm going to balance it now. This gives me 10n. So in order to get our variable by itself, what we've been doing, divide by 10, divide by 10. Hopefully we can see that a little bit. I'm going to lower this. Sorry, guys. All right. And your ultimate answer should be 9.6%. Okay? All right, 9.6%. Now, 19.2 is 30% of what? So in this case, they didn't give you the whole. So we have our percentage. We're going to write it as a decimal. Take a second, write it as a decimal, find the decimal. Pause it if you need to. And our decimal is 0.32 times, we don't know the whole, so that's going to be our variable, and equals our part, 19.2. All right, we're going to balance the equation. We can just erase that, and that's 0.32n. Balance it out. So we got n on its own. All right, divide this by 0.32. Take a second if you need it. Your answer should be 60. Oh, I don't know. Don't put that. I don't know why I put that. All right. So for A, you should have gotten 9.6%. For B, you should have gotten 60. All right. Same as always. If you're confused, go back over the video. Go back over your notes. Make sure you didn't miss anything. If you're still confused, send me a message and we will figure it out. All right. So be ready for example 2, which is in the next video.